Hey, my love. Welcome to the last video of creating a signature program that converts roadmap. So we have been talking everything from claiming that topic, from mastering your message, really putting yourself out there with an incredible freebie that is actually nurturing your people and building relationships and preparing them to say yes to themselves and taking action. We've talked about then in the last video, creating an experience that it's amazing for them so that they want to continue to work with you through other service and offers that you're going to put out. But last but not least, we're talking about the third stage or the last stage of this program that converts, and that is to actually convert your people. Now that you have put yourself out there, you have been adding value, you have been helping them bust through whatever it is that in fire that they're having to put out, you are showing up from that perspective, and now your people are saying yes to working with you. So a lot of the time, depending on how much you're charging, I find that people want to talk with someone. They want, before they give you their hard-earned money, sometimes they either want to talk with you, or if you have another team member that actually helps with that. But in my case, a lot of the time, I end up talking with people that have any questions. And one of the pieces that are super important is to be able to master your sales conversations. So once the ideal client has gone through the process, they have realized, oh my gosh, I really want to work with her or with him. And they are like, but I have some questions. I want to make sure that we're a good fit. Then you can offer your sales conversation, your discovery call, your clarity call, whatever you call it, your assessment, so that you can start converting people into paying clients. And mastering this process is super key, because whenever people get on the phone with you, that conversation, a lot of the time, it's one of the vulnerable conversations where you're not necessarily coaching them, but you're assessing the current situation that they're in, and they're assessing, and you're assessing them if they're the ideal client for you, and they're assessing if you're the person they want to work with to help them overcome and to help them reach this outcome. And being able to master the conversation, it's one of the keys to be able to do that. So one of the things that I love to do is to actually welcome people into the call and thanking them for taking the time to talk with me. From that, I take them through that process, or through that process of where we're talking about what are their desires. And we also explore what are the objections that they have to move forward. One of the secret keys is to not always see that somebody's no or somebody's hesitation has something to do with you. A lot of the time it has to do with their previous experiences, a previous coach that they didn't deliver, something that they tried that they were not able to accomplish. There are different things, different stories and pieces that your ideal client is having to overcome and go through as they're choosing to take another step or take another leap to reaching the goal that they desire. And creating a safe space where you're able to listen to them and really tap into their desires, tap into their dream, and to guide them through the process where they are ready to say yes to themselves. It's like one of the best gifts I feel that we get right from the start. So one of the desires that I have is, regardless of if that person chooses to work with me or I choose to work with them and we realize that we are or we're not a good fit, I want them to leave empowered. I want them to leave from a place of feeling like, I can do this. I know I am meant to do this, and that they have a level of clarity around what it is that their next steps are and how to make that happen. So one of the things that I work with my clients is actually helping them go through that and get comfortable through this process. It's something that if you need support, we can dive into either in the intensive, or if you decide to work with me on the 90-day mentorship. But for today, let's do this. What I want you to do is to take a moment and write down, what is your process to welcome this person, to tell them, or to make sure that you're both on the same page, that what you're going to be talking about, or what program you're going to be talking about. And then what are a few questions that you find yourself normally asking people that would need support in this specific area? And if you have never had a program before, then what are some questions you could anticipate that people might have for working with you? Another thing that I actually recommend is actually thinking about how would you tell them about your program. For example, in the Getbook Academy, one of the exercises we do is that we actually practice. We practice our sales conversations so that whenever you show up, you're confident. You know what you're going to be talking about. You know how would you share your program, regardless of what questions your ideal clients have. And you feel confident about getting on the phone because you have mastered your sales conversations. You've mastered how you present yourself as the expert, and how do you hold the space for your people to take the next step to whatever is meant for them. Can you see the sun? I love how like the sun is shining in while while I'm recording this. So yeah, so that's one thing. And then the course delivery. Once your clients say yes, once you've helped them overcome that first objection that they have, or that objection about, I don't have the money, I don't want to waste my time, I'm wondering if this can really help me, is this really what I'm meant to do? Like, you've helped them bust through that block, which I have another training coming out to you for that. It's a bust through your blocks. But one of the things that we want to know is, how do you motivate them to action? Once you have motivated them to action, they have said, yes, this is what I want. Yes, this is the yes for me. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Then welcoming them and delivering a program that truly changes lives is key. And one of the things that I want you to see is, you're not responsible for pushing that client into making things happen, but you are responsible for providing the material and the information and the process that they need to be able to have that transformation happen. One of the things that I have seen with clients is that sometimes people, for example, might do something and they are actually taking a lot of the different steps, like I said, but it's something emotional, something or spiritual that they need to bust through. Or maybe it is that they need to get more consistent. Like, they have the information, but they need to get more consistent. So people might sign up for your program for different reasons, but a lot of the time it's either because of the clarity that they need, the information that they need, or they need support with the consistency to make it happen. Regardless of whatever it is, you can deliver a process that takes them confidently through that. And they're going to love you for it because they're getting results, because they are going to the next level. And in my case, one of the things that I love is that my clients can take my programs time and time again to continue to build forward, to continue to move forward, because they're coming in at different stages. So what is it going to be for you? Work on these sales conversations. How can you effortlessly show up and authentically show up to listen to your clients, to help them overcome the objections, but coming from a place of confidence because you have an idea of how to master these calls, how to deliver the call, how to help them through the process of saying yes to themselves. And then number two, how can you deliver a program that literally gets them so much results and that a lot of the time leads to clients wanting to work with you one-on-one? I have launched 3 online programs, and I have seen this every time, that clients end up saying, this was amazing, I want to continue to work with you, and they move into higher level packages. And that is the reason for the program that converts, programs that allow your clients to, as you continue to grow and you continue to share how they can continue to grow as well, they want more support from you. So I hope that this has been super helpful. I have had a lot of fun recording these trainings for you. And again, I am here to support you. So what I want you to do now is to choose, what are the next steps for you? We have talked about these different pieces that you need to be able, the 7 steps that you need to create a signature program that truly converts. Where are you at, and what is next for you? And you might already have the claim, might already claim the program, and you already have the hook. Then what is next? Is it creating content? Is it building and engaging your tribe? Is it mastering the sales conversations? And again, sometimes people, you might be one that just do a lot of the stuff through the sales pages, but a lot of the time you are going to have people still wanting to come and talk to you as you're building your audience and as you're building authority online. So how can you actually do it in a way that serves you and serves them, and that allow you to figure out if you guys are a fit? You bringing in ideal clients that are actually like ready to take action, actually ready to move forward, because you have nurtured them and prepare them for the next step. If your next step is making this happen over the next 90 days, I want to support you. So again, I can support you through the intensive. And the coolest thing about the intensive is that once we finish the intensive, if you choose to continue to work with me, that is going to be an investment that goes into your 90-day mentorship. If you choose a mentorship, it is more of a mastermind experience, because you and I are working one-on-one. You're getting access to the Getbook Academy, my 8-module program, where I am taking you through the foundation, engagement, and conversion, so you can actually book your offer and live out the calling that you have on your life. But also, you're getting support with me through the bi-weekly group coaching calls and the private group, where my ideal clients are killing it and supporting each other and just keeping each other accountable as well. So I am here for you. I'm sending you my love, and I want to let you know that you are meant to do this thing. If you're feeling like, I can shake this off, I am feeling that this is that thing that I'm wanting to do, then trust that instinct, trust that guidance, and go for it. Because not only you're going to be so thankful that you did, but people are going to thank you because you have helped them to reach the goal that had them spinning their wheels and figuring out what was wrong with them. All they needed was your support and your encouragement, and you kicking their butt into alignment, so that they could see how they're meant for it, just like you're meant for it. So I thank you. I love you. I am here to support you, and feel free to share this with other people. If you know that there are other people that are looking to create their first course, and they're like, I'm ready to claim my step, I'm ready to claim my stage or my step here in the online world, this is an amazing way to do it. It can change your life as it has changed mine and many of my clients' life. I'm going to let you go. Have a good rest of your day. Bye. I'm here to support you. Come to the Facebook group. Let us know what you think, and let me know how I can continue to support you to create the freedom and profound impact and that cash that you desire, so you can spend more time with your family and doing just things you love. Bye.